So here we are. We are going to start in just a couple minutes. Let's wait for someone to join us. Today we are going to make some retouch of our retouch. I think so. We are going to add some details to our last illustration, the watch one. So let's wait for someone to to come. Here is the first one. Hello, dude. We are just waiting. Give a second for everybody else to join us. I had my mighty coffee mug right here. Just a sip, and we're ready to start. Okay. 20 seconds. 20 seconds to launch. I'm trying to. Yeah, I think so. It's school day. I know we are on vacation, but we are going to draw anyway. We are we are. How do we say? Yeah, here I am. Here I am. You can see me now. I'm using a new setup. I have now two cameras. One is above our work area, and one is looking directly at me. We have just one studio light. It's a little warm. I hope it doesn't get too warm. And how's the audio? Probando. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here it is. Okay, we're going to start right now. But first, hello everyone. Here's your friend Pedro Reyes Bach. We are going to start drawing today using colored pencils. That's one of my favorite techniques, but I don't usually illustrate using colored pencils because it's a little time consuming. It's something you can't rush. When you are using colors, you need to take your time. So we are going to that a bit low. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to bring up the gain. Here we are. Okay. Yeah. Testing. 1, 1, 1. Okay. Just this is weird. Now, how is it? Better? Let me know. Uh, let me see on our settings. Here we are. Okay. Oh my god, I think it's way too loud. Now, better. How's it now? Much better. I know. You know what was happening? I was transmitting with the mic off, and the audio was just coming from the webcam. So okay, it's better. Okay. Well, cool. Here we are. We are going to start working on this illustration. Do you remember her? We worked on her the day before yesterday. We were working with wash painting. Now we are going to add some details using colored pencils. As you can see, the canvas, our piece of paper, it's a little curl, a little twirl. That's something it's going to happen every time when we are using water-based painting over paper. But one way to avoid this to be too extreme is to tape the sides of our painting to to some base. Okay, we are not going to tape it down today. We're going to use pencils. That's a solid medium, so we don't need to worry about it. I'm using this old Prismacolor set. 48. I have another one, a giant one. It's, I don't know, like 200 colors, something. It's a very big box, but I think it's a little too crowded here as we are right now. So we're using the small one. Let me put this aside. Here we go. And here it is. I use these guys all the time. I love them. They are very intense. The pigment is very nice quality. They are somewhat cheap. They are not like too expensive, but it's not like a first entry color pencil. I think here this comes with two trays. You can see all. Look at that! It looks gorgeous. My daughter order the colors, so they go in rainbow fashion, in rainbow order. Okay, I also have here three pencils I usually use when I'm doing coloring illustrations. One, it's this one. It's a burnisher. It gives a shiny finish to our colors. It literally, it's transparent. You just go over the colors and it gives them a shiny finish. But we're not going to use this one today. This one, on the other hand, we are going to use, maybe it's the blender. It's a Derwent blender. Basically, it's a pencil that makes the function of how we thought it, like to thin the pigment a little, so we can have nice transitions from one color to another. This maybe we will be using today. So here we go. This is a conte. It's a French word. I don't know if it's conte, but here it is. Kohi, here you are. I'm glad you are here, my little pupil. So we're using the conte. This pencil is more like a crayon. It's more like oily in its point, and it's useful for white highlights. But I don't know if we are going to use it today. Usually for this type of pieces, I use these ones. These are Sakura Jelly Roll gel pens. They come in three different points, and I like this a lot because they tend to lay down very nice over acrylics and wash, and they're usually works well with the color pencils. Sometimes the Conte tends to like blend. It's not like that saturated, so we are going to use maybe these ones for very intense highlights. So let's get things ready. I wanted to show you two other cards that I have been working on. This kind of drawings, I usually do it on some Fabriano paper. It's cardboard, I think, maybe 300 grams. It's pretty thick. This is what I usually use for water-based paintings. So I like to do this kind of like quick drawings. Usually these take me around, well, depends on the details, but usually it takes me like 20-30 minutes. And I try to do one or two a day, so I keep practicing my portraits. I really love to draw portraits. So here you go. Leave me a comment if you can recognize these actresses. I hope you you recognize her. But let me know which one do you want us to paint for the next session. Today we're going to use this one, the one we painted last time. We're going to use our mighty pencil sharpener. This is as old as, let me think, maybe I used this back in college or even older. That's a nice tool to have. I don't think we're going to use any pencils today, but here we are in case we need it. Okay, let's put aside the colors, and here we go. Now, The last time we were using this like cold palette, I'm very happy with the results. I think we can like see the shapes very clearly. We can see the nose, the lips, the forehead, everything. It's laid down and we can see it without any problem. Usually when I do some touch-ups with the color pencils, I it's like a little a detail or rescue rescue mode, like oh man, I maybe give it too big of a brush stroke and it looks a little weird, or it's usually I try to correct some things using the color pencils, but in this case I think we really nailed it in the last time. Even with the time constraint, we were like only using like half an hour on the paints, and I'm really happy with the result. So let's begin. So I'm going to select which colors I'm going to use. For this, I usually have one of these, like a scrap piece of the same paper we're using on our piece. It will be useful to create some swatches so we can like see exactly how the color is going to look in the piece. So I'm going to start with this one. It's a violet blue. I use one of those ones too, says Kohi. Sakura pens are really great. Ah, yeah, Sakura pens are the best pens for inking, I think. So I'm going to use here, it's okay, violet blue. So violet blue, and make a tiny square. Here you go. I'm starting to sweat with the light here by my side. So we can see this is like a very saturated blue, very rich, beautiful, but we need to use it with a little caution, so because it can be a little overwhelming in the overall picture. So proceed with caution. So this other one, violet. The secret for colored pencils is to work in circles. I believe so. You can achieve the same results like going one way to the others, like scrubbing with some force, but I find it more relaxing and more importantly more kind with your wrist to do circles. See, we have a nice saturation of the color. Here we go. So we can like kind of see where this is going. I think I really like it. We need some highlights. The cool thing about watercolors is we have the opportunity of bring back light because they are opaque. So the color pencil has a really nice place to land. So if I go with the white color, I can literally add white instead of like mixing with the base. No, it will stay on the top. So maybe we're going to use one of those. Okay, violet blue, violet, maybe just to see how it looks like. This is Parma Violet PB. Here we go. Some circles. Here they come. Hello, Ma! My mom is in the chat, people. Here it is. This is violet. Look, it works well, I think. So these are our main tools for today, I think. These ones. And to go, I like to add some contrast in the lights. So we are going to maybe, just maybe, use some cream. Yeah, this is cream. Yeah, cream. Here we go. Just for the record, here is the cream. I can't see a thing, but here is the cream. Here we go. Nice. Okay. I hope you can see it a little. Okay. Here we go. Now we have 4 additional colors. Maybe we can go a little crazy with the deep shadows of our illustration and use some carmine Toscan. This is a red color, so when we add red to a very blue painting, we are going to really add contrast. So we need to use this with caution. But it works better than the black one. If we use black, like all the way in, we're going to go all the way to the darkest shadow in a second. So we need to be careful. This one is going to do the trick, I believe. So Tuscan red, here it is. I wanted to go live yesterday, but we had kind of an inconvenience here on my building. One of the walls that go around of our tower just started to fall down, so it was a pretty chaotic experience. Okay, so we are going to start in some details, but we are not going like, I don't know, like line everything, like going something like this over our painting, because that's going to defeat the purpose of the expression of our brush strokes, and so we're just going to add some little details to make it pop even better. Okay, so let's put this aside. Okay, oh, this is the time. Decisions. Should we start with some highlights or with the deep shadows? I don't know. Let's start with the highlights. Okay. Oh, maybe that's a risk decision. Okay, I'm using a reference, a photo reference. I have it right here in a second screen. I have, so I can check like the light source and where the deep shadow should be. Where should we start adding more light? Okay, I think I got it. Okay, so here goes nothing. First of all, the nose. Ah, okay. So what were we afraid of? I don't know if you can see. It's a little speckle of color here, right here. Please focus, camera. It's a little speck of color, but it really adds to the volume right here. And I try to go in small circles. Yeah, like so. Can you see it? Just a little over here. We are trying to complement the base color, not to go over and cover it completely. That will be like a waste of all our work in the last session. So we are starting just to add tiny bits of color. Yeah, like so. See, it's just a little, but I think it's going to add so much information. A little bit here, like where the eye socket bone is, it's reflecting some light, some over here, just a tiny bit. We're adding like this smooth gradient. We can achieve this same effect using gouache, but I like to mix techniques. I really find it more fun when you use one or two techniques at the same time. Maybe a little bit here, shaping, chiseling the nose. See, it already starts to like to sum up. Okay, now a little highlights over here in the inside of the eyelid. Yeah, a tiny bit here. tiny circles, tiny circles. Okay, here in the cheek we're going to add a little bit of light, but carefully. Start small with circles. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, that's it, that's it. Try to don't go overboard. I'm going to be this weekend at a local art fair, and I'm going to bring this with me. So let's see what's the people's reaction. Here we go. Okay, see now that's amazing. It's just a little shape, and it brings it so much back. A little here on the ear. Yeah. I'm not going too strong over the painting. I'm just like gently rubbing. Yeah, yeah. Very soft. I'm not going not just yet. Remember, we are using this cream color to add highlights to have some contrast with our base colors. It's just a little, don't go too crazy. Well, maybe if you want to make like a bold statement, you can go a little harder, but I think this works. Yeah, like so. Just a little here in the neck area. I'm going back and forth very gently. I don't think the camera can take the details, but here we are like rescuing some of the brush strokes texture. Yeah. Okay, now a little here. Yeah. Like so. And over this side. Cool. Yeah, that's better. Now over here, the sternocleidomastoideo, this long muscle. Yeah, yes, look at this. It really shines. Okay, let's add some yellow right here. Yellow, some cream. Yeah, it's just a tiny bit, guys. We don't need to go too intense. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. I think for the moment this should be it. Well, okay. I'm going to leave this right here. Now I'm going to go for the violet, purple violet. Aloha, buenas, here we are. Giving some color to our last illustration. Give me a second, we are going to sharpen this fella. How do you like the new camera setup? I hope it works well. I'm going to like go here. That green is just perfect for the extra lighting. I know it's not green, it's cream, but when it blends, well, when it starts to get with the blues around, it looks like green, but that's the thing exactly with light. It tends to mix, so it's going a little deep in this area. Here, I think it doesn't looks like much, but I really like how it like shapes the eyelid. Look at this. Oh my god. Yeah. Really smooth. On there. under here, color magic, yeah, here in this side of the under nose bridge here. You see, we lost this detail when we were working with the gouache. Now we're adding it back. Yeah, now I'm going to shape a little more the lips. Yeah, like so. It's a little dark. I know it looks very like creamy, but when we go over these colors, it's more of a darker shade. Here we go. Okay, I need a lighter one, so maybe this one. Light. Okay, we are going to add it to our swatches. Light. Yeah, something like this. Usually when I end with the color pencils, I go once again with wash to add more details, but we are trying to keep it contained for this one. Okay, we're going over here. Yeah, like making a transition. Yes, a little over here. Yes, tiny circles, guys, tiny circles. Yeah, a little bit here. We're adding more color information, and this is making it more rich, more vibrant. We're working nice and slow. Here I'm going to define a little more like the helix of the ear. Yeah, like so. Some details, yeah. Now here, as this is a lighter shade, it is going to bring back, yeah, a little of this side of the cheek. I don't know if I'm going to be in any convention this year. I haven't checked like the requirements or anything. I have been very disconnected of all the convention tour here in Mexico. Maybe that's a good idea to go back. The last one I believe was Conque. I really loved that one. Now let me see. I don't know if we should go a little extra crazy with, instead of cream, just use this peach. Yeah, light peach to add some. It's tempting, but what if we go a little crazy? I don't know. What do you guys think? So I'm going to leave it here. Maybe we use it, maybe not. Let's shape this side of the nose now. Yeah, so okay, I like that. Do you guys see? I have this like really like reflective surface. It really looks very nice. I don't know if the camera can like catch it up, but here we are. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with that. Now some blue here. Yeah, like in this area where we have the eyebrow. Yeah, a little on this side. Oh yeah, this looks very nice, very nice. Brings a little bit of extra contrast, so we can shape our eyelid better. Yeah, like so. Some of the makeup. And we can define better the pupil. Here we go. Yes. Yeah. I'm loving it. We go into the nostril. Yeah. Over this side to the other eye. And I can add some eyelashes. I can do that with a fine tip brush, but I like to do it with the pencil colors tip. Yeah, like so. More than doing like individual lashes, I'm trying to like give it a texture. Yes. The mouth. Here, inside the mouth. Yeah, that's okay. Going up to the lip. Back down. Yeah. Only on the upper side, maybe a little over this. And here we go. Yeah, I think that looks pretty nice. Focus on, let me see if we can like, yeah, it's okay. See, yeah, I really like it. We are going to add some strands of hair over the top. Yes, yes. I really like it. Obviously, we can't go like hair by hair. We try to go more like in a direction, showing some. Yeah. Where the where does the hair begins and where is it going? As the paper is textured, the color pencil is bringing back some of that texture. It it looks really nice, you guys. When do we stop? When your heart desires. You just keep going and going. Hair is something where you can go like overboard with no real damage, like here. Like in this one, I'm trying to make these pads like this little ways where the hair flows like fabric. Yeah, something like this one. You see? But in this case, we have a very short piece of hair, so we are limiting our strokes. Huh. Sometimes I have like this trouble to draw and speak. It's too much for brain. Yeah, like so. Here, could hit extra light on the nose just gives more vibe. Yeah, I totally agree. Hello, Ba. Hey, Chad, say hello to my father. he just joined us. Hello, hello. It also kinda remember to the same storm lighting that Alex Rose used for a Captain America Dragon. Oh, yeah, Alex Rose is one of the masters of the gouache illustration. I think a modern master. In fact, I started to paint once again using gouache because I feel like moved, inspired by Alex Ross. And oh my God, the the creator of Harley Quinn. I I just lost his name. It slipped my tongue. Um, oh man, it's going to come back. Some of the classics like Alberto Vargas. Hey, Mr. Haida. That's the way, chat. That's the way. Okay, I'm going to add a little like a rounder shape over here, but more softly. Yeah. Yeah, like so. Do you see? I will be showing you like the comparison of the piece before and after we went inside with the colored pencils. Yeah, I really like this. I was telling you guys that sometimes when I paint with gouache and I'm not kinda satisfied with the result, I bring the colored pencils like in rescue mode. But I think that's not the case right now. I think I think it worked very well. Yeah, yeah. We're like giving it a very soft outline to separate it from the background. Bruce Timm, it's the other illustrator I was thinking about. Alberto Vargas, Olivia, Jill Evergreen. I'm sure I'm missing a lot, but that's the ones that came to mind right now. Okay, like over here from this side. Yeah, yeah. What do you guys think? I really like it. Now I have a little like thing with lips. I really want to go in and give it some more warmth. What do you guys think? Ah, maybe pink? Oh, it's a little tempting, but what if we go wrong? Okay, let's just try it very softly. Remember, gentle circles. Yeah. Oh yeah, yes. It's coming up. Yeah, it's just a little bit. Look, I'm adding, and the texture of the paper and the wash underneath, it's giving it like this grainy appearance. So I'm going to add a little more pigment. Yeah, like so. And now I'm going to bring my friend here, the blender one. I will work it first on my swatch piece of scrap paper because if you see, it's a little dirty. So I'm like cleaning the tip. Yeah. We don't want any like red and so. Now I'm going to gently rub it against the pink. Yes, to make it look less grainy. Yeah, like so. Okay, now I'm going to add a little more color. Yeah. Hola, mi queridísimo Jesús Moreno. Here we are, broadcasting live, retouching this illustration from the last time. Now we are going to go to the upper lip, a little bit of pink this way. I think it's working. I can see the warmth, but not too warm to look like it's a big contrast. It's like more a subtle one. Yeah. Oh yeah, man, look at that. We go with our blender. Rub it, 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 rub it. Yes. See, it's a little contrast, and it shines a bit too. Now, just to complement, very little pink, like full saturated pink. Oh man, proceed with caution. Nah, no problem. Just go. See, little circles, and it looks really nice. This way. This pink we are adding right now, it's blending with the pink we used before, making a new shade of pink. Yes, you can see it's warmer now. It doesn't look like before. Yes. All the gang is coming back to the stream. Yeah, that's the point. We're starting to make a community here once again. Yes, here we go. Oh my god. Yes, I really like the pink. It's a subtle like note. It's not too strong. We're going to bring it a little bit back with purple, but just a tiny bit. Yeah, like so. Oh yeah, this looks nice. Okay, now for the deep contrast. Carmine red. How many times have we been painting, guys? Like half an hour? I think we are doing great. It's just a tiny bit, just some lines of color. Don't go overboard. It's red, the complete opposite of our blue. So if we go super crazy with it, we're going to like crash the contrast. Here we go. Just a tiny bit. Oof. I really like the mouth. It really looks juicy. Here we go. Yeah, just a little over our previous shadows. Here we go. Something over here. Yeah. Do you see over the eyelashes? It creates this like transition. We go over this way, this other. Here we go. Now we go down. And I'm going to add some of this carmine red to the shadows, not too much, just a bit, to elevate the contrast, but not too much. The red with the blue gray we have in the base makes a nice mix. Now over here, yeah, maybe we should be working a little bit in the hair, just a little. Yeah, look at this. It looks way different from where we started. I'm going to upload the finished version to my Instagram so you guys can see it a little more clearly. I don't know if this piece is going to come back from this weekend. Wish me luck on the art fair. Let's see how it goes. Look at this. It looks really, really nice. Yeah, I usually go like giving a bold stroke all around the subject to kind of like yeah, to separate it strongly from the background. I don't know if I want to do this with this one. Let me show you an example. Give me a second. Let me grab one of my old sketchbooks. Here we are. Let me show you. This is like a tiny one, a pocket one. But let me show what I mean. See, like adding a white outline, like this. I don't know if I want to do that with this one. I think we can. Yeah, this is a good example. Look, something like this. I also like the background texture, so we can like do maybe a wallpaper design in the back to make it a little more rich, but I don't know. I'm seeing that in this area right here we need some some texture, a little, not too much, but it was a little like abandoned, something like this here as well. Okay, so what do you guys think? Give it a strong outline. There is only way to find out. I know, but there is no turning back. See, like this one. I'm here, this one too. I really want like so. Maybe instead of doing like a white outline or a cream outline or so like it's go so overboard with the contrast, maybe add the texture to the background so it pops the girl figure against the background. What do you guys think? I think we are going to go that way. Okay, so let me see if I have. I'm thinking something like organic, Art Nouveau. Like, let's check for a reference. Yeah, something. Yes. Something like plants. Like like a couple of wavy lines. Yeah, that could work. Let me see. Okay, the cool thing with gouache, if we like, I start to add the background texture and I'm not happy with it, we can without a problem grab some paint don't use too much water and go over our lines and start over. There is no like big trouble if we go wrong. So here goes nothing. I'm going to let me see if I can find a nice pattern. I'm not going to copy. I'm going to like grab the idea. Yes, yes, yes. I need to be able to share with you my screen. Here I have in one of my screens. I'm looking in Pinterest for patterns. Maybe let me show you like these wavy lines, something like this. These are alcohol markers. Yes, let me see if I have an example. Maybe I don't have any right here. I have some free pages. We should do something in this one to fill it up. See, like here. See? Maybe like this. Where is my Control C when I need it? I know. We don't have Control C, but we can like recover from mistakes. No, you don't need to worry, son. Okay, yeah. I'm starting to feel like it. Okay, so we go with the violet. Yes, violet. Okay. We start with one line this way. Like complementing the shapes. You see, we have one line on this direction from the edge of the face, so we go like in the other direction. Yeah, something like this. But we kind of like get our way around and return to it. Yes. And then it starts to expand and goes wide, returns to the base, but it spreads. We go to the other side. Yeah, we go. Just let it free, like let it flow. Yeah, don't think too much about it. Yeah, look, it's working. Some here, some here. What are those lines? We don't know, but they live here. They exist in the same space as our little girl. They come up, yeah, like so. But then they go thin, they go wide. Whoa, and then go this way. I have always wondered, how do you know when to stop? It's easy. We stop when we need to stop. Usually when you are like working, like on a commission or for an agency or something, you have a deadline. So basically you keep going until you have to deliver. In these cases, when we are just like enjoying ourselves, I believe the point where we know it's done, it's when you can like see it and feel, okay, this is cool. But I'm pretty sure you are going to come back later, like 1 hour later or 5 minutes later, and oh my god, what was I thinking? I need to redo this area, or it needs a little more of color right here, or maybe a little splotch of paint or something, and it's a never-ending game. But you need to stop at some point. One thing that works for me is knowing that I have like these two waiting for their time to shine. So as I am painting this, I don't forget about this one because I really want to add color to that one. We go this way. Now we go this other way. And then over here. But maybe this returns to itself to the base. Here we go. Hello, CCZXX. Incredible says, hello, how are you? What are you doing today? What are we drawing today? Tell me. Now we go this way and we complete this one by joining this other. Yeah, like so. I add a little like thick outline to some of the lines. If you see, I don't have any points, like all its curves, so let's try to keep that consistent, like here, 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 yeah. Okay. Like so, we add a little tiny curve, like wanting to get inside, but it's a little shy. So, well, I seem to start to get uncomfortable with the hot of the lamp. It's cool. Yeah, better. Yes, it looks very nice. It gives it a dreamy like atmosphere. Atmosphere. Yeah. Yes. Now I have the itch, the curiosity of like filling these vines with a little bit of color to add to the contrast. So there is only one way to know. Yeah. Circular motions, guys. It's kind with your wrist. I don't know if you can see here, those like scales are the paper texture, and they look amazing. It looks like if I was like doing those on purpose, like look like snakes, but it's just the paper. YOLO. You only live once. Yeah, I think so. This looks cool. One thing you might want to keep in mind is to work from, if you are right-handed, work from left to right to avoid going over your colors and smudging them with your hand. But as this is a little piece, it's not too big, I can like put my hand over here and make my circular motions without the risk of smudging the piece. Oh man, this looks very nice. I'm glad we jump it. And we have a, a piece of art with us right now in front of us. It's filled with little inconsistencies, some happy accidents. It's so random, it's unique. Yeah, I love this. Kohi, yeah, that's really true. When you come back after a while, you start to think what else you can do to make it better. That's why it's very important to finish our project. Yeah, it's something we can't avoid. We are always trying to improve. I think we are always trying to improve as artists. So when you start a piece, you can always come back and see something you can do better, especially with time. But we need to go on, to move on. Look at this. It's very, very nice. A little of the contrast is lost because of the light, but I'm going to share this with you guys in Instagram so you can check it better. And here we go. I think this is a nice piece. It looks really, really cool in person. I don't think it translates everything over the screen. See, this is the texture I was talking about, like these scales. It looks very, very, very nice. We forgot about these ones. The Sakura. I'm going to use the thick one, the big one. I really like to add just one point of light in the nose always, like over here. Let me scratch a little of the tip, yeah, to activate the painting, yeah. Oh man, don't, yeah, like so. It's just a point, a white point. Maybe, just maybe a little bit over here. It doesn't want to stay on. Yeah, here we go. You see? That sexy dot. I can't sing to make it stay. Okay, maybe something like that. I want to give it a little like shine on the teeth. Just a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit, yeah. So they don't look like dull, like dead. Oh, you guys know what? I'm starting to feel a rim light, maybe on this side of the face. Shall we go in? Maybe. Let's see. Just barely. Just to. Yes. It's working. It's working. Yeah, look at that. Huh? A little bit here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, it's working wonders. Yes, this is it. Just this is cheating, you guys. Using rim light is it's cheating. It's one of the things we always use to make something like pop. But hey, what's wrong of cheating a little? I love it. Look at this. Yeah, it's working fine for me. A little bit over here. Not from here because we have a very dark shadow right here. So it's going to like be too much of a contrast, but from here on it's cool. Yeah, that really adds. Okay, and with that Just give me a second. Just a white dot over here. Yeah, what's that white dot? I don't have an idea, but it looks cool. So I added that little tiny white dot over there. Yeah, now I can see clearly that white dot on the nose, on the lips, and on the ears. It's a little nice triangle. And with that, I think we can go and do the last thing. Let me grab, what should I use? I don't know, maybe our pencil, our B pencil, or the black color pencil. That maybe it's better. Here it is. Come here, you. It's getting smaller. And here we go. A B, a U, a G. And the exclamation mark. Here we go. It's done. What do you guys think? I really like the way it turned out. I'm going to show you later today a high quality scan on Instagram, so you can like see where we started and where we ended. I think we did a pretty nice work, guys. What do you think? Yeah, that's it. Okay, Michael dice, buenas. Hello, Michael. How are you? My brother, that looks so nice. Kohi, amazing. I'm very happy, very glad you like it. You like it, guys. Well, here we are. Yeah, it exists. It's right here next to me. Okay, guys. So I'm going to be doing. I don't know if I want to go over these ones with gouache, maybe watercolor, or maybe alcohol markers. I don't like to use alcohol markers on loose sheets like these ones because they tend to fade. The colors tend to fade with time. I like to use alcohol markers when they are going to be like this, enclosed in a sketchbook or something like that. But let me know, guys, what do you think? What should be the best way of action for these two? Maybe gouache once again, but we can, like, instead of going over with the color pencils, we can go over with ink using the Sakura liners. Maybe that could be, or using brush and ink, like to do some line work to bring it back the original drawing on the pens over the gouache. I don't know. I think we are going to see until the next week. I need to be ready for the weekend for the exposition, so I don't think I will be able to make any live streams this week. But what do you guys think about Monday? I will see you Monday about 7 p.m. Mexico City Central Time, and well, that's it for today. I hope you like this process. Leave me your comments. Please spread the word. We are doing live art here on YouTube once again. I'll start to bring some other things to the table. Like, let me show you. But where the hell did I put that thing? It's over here. I want to start doing things like this one. This is a blank cover, a comic cover, but it has some like metallic reflective paint. This is silver, metallic silver paint, and it shines very cool on person. But I want to do a little more of these blank covers here with you guys on the stream. These usually are like commissions, so let's see what the future brings. This I usually start with the composition in a separate piece of paper. Then I transfer it to the cover to avoid any mistakes and to see the composition. But I will share with you the process in another live stream. Okay, you guys? See you then in the next Monday. Okay? Be good ones. Keep doing great artwork, and I see you next week. Bye bye. 5, 3, 2, 1. Where the hell is the stop? I need to make an outro animation once again. Do you remember the Pauline and that? Okay, see you later, guys. Thanks for everything.